I am going to tackle lecture of chapter number 2, transportation and assignment. And the topic is transportation. So in this chapter we have two types of transportation problem. First is the balanced transportation problem and the second is the unbalanced transportation problem. In the balanced transportation problem, if supply and demands are equal, then this type of problem is balanced transportation problem. But in case our supply and demands are not equal, so this type of problem is unbalanced transportation problem. So if a question given in the balanced transportation form, so it's okay. We continue our method, starting a method. But in case a question given in the unbalanced form that means what? Supply and demands are not equal. So first we convert into the balanced transportation form. That means what? Every question is based on the balanced transportation format. So today's method is northwest corner method or northwest corner rule. Both are same. In this chapter, this method gives us the feasible solution. So what do you mean by the feasible solution? Feasible solution, that means if a solution satisfies the constraint equation or condition. So we can say that this type of method gives us feasible solution. So the name northwest corner given to this method because of basic variables are selected from extreme left corner. That means what? See here the direction is east, west, north and south. So this is the northwest corner, extremely left corner. So in this method, we started our question in this corner. Got it? This is the northwest corner rule. In this method, two conditions are very important. First one is we always supply and demand. Our supply and demand both are if we select only the minimum value, allocate the minimum value, and the second condition is satisfy the condition n plus n minus 1. N plus n minus 1, that means what? N is a row, n is a column. That means what? See here the example of this question. In this question we have 3 rows and 4 columns. So here we write 3 plus 4 minus 1. That means what? 6. So the condition is that in this question we allocate the 6 cells. Got it? 6 cells. That means what? Here all these cells. And we allocate the 6 cells. If we allocate the 6 cells and our supply and demands are satisfied, that means our question is correct, and this method gives always feasible solution. Okay, so here our question is we are given in the fourth demand and 3 supplies. Okay, first we check our supply and demands are equal. That means first we check 7 plus 9 plus 18 is equal to 34, and here 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 14 is equal to 34. That means this question is depend on the balanced transportation problem. Got it? So always remember, keep in mind, always first we check the supply and demands are equal. After that we starting solving for the question. So just like the northwest corner rule, first we started our allocation in this column D1. Okay, so here we say here the 19 given in the value, and here the supply is 7. Okay, and the demand is what? Demand is 5. So first we put here 5 value. Got it? If we put here 5, so this column is satisfied because here 5 5, but this supply is 7 minus 5 equal to 2. So first thing is what? first we allocate the value. After that, immediate we write here 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. So this column is satisfied. That means this column is cancelled. Okay, got it? In case if first column is cancelled, so we move to second column. In the second column, our value is what? Value is 3030. Again we check the supply is 2 because of we have already put here 5 and the demand is what? Demand is 8. So what is the minimum number? Minimum number is 2. So we put here value 2. Okay, if we put here 2, so here 5 plus 2 7 and again here supply is already given in 7. That means what? That means this row is cancelled. Okay, again this column is cancelled and first row is cancelled. So we move to second row obviously. So in this cell the value is what? Value is 30. So here the putting value is what? Here 8 and here value is what? First column is cancelled. So we move to either here we put 2. So immediate we write here 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Got it? Again input the value of 30. What is the minimum value? Minimum value is 6 and 9. So minimum value is what? 6. So we put here only 6 value. Got it? So this column is cancelled because of 6 plus 2 8. That means this column is cancelled and immediate we write 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. Got it? So second column is cancelled. Then we move to what? Third column. Okay. So in the third column, the value is 40. So our supply is 3 and the demand is what? 7. So minimum value is what? 3. So we put here 3 value. Okay. Immediate we put 3. So here 7 minus 3 is equal to what? We write here 4. Okay. And this row is also cancelled because of 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So if second row is cancelled, then we move to third row. So initiate we move to third row. The value is what? Value is 70 and the supply is 18 and demand is what? Demand is 4. So what is the minimum value? Minimum value is 4. So we write here 4. Got it? So here 3 plus 4 7. So third column is also cancelled because here the demand is satisfied. 3 plus 4 7. Immediately we write 18 minus 4 is equal to 14. Got it? So if our third column is cancelled, so we move to fourth column. So in fourth column, here the supply is 40 and the demand is also 14. Okay, so we put here 14. Okay, so in the last cell, always keep in mind, in the last cell, if our supply and demands are equal, supply and demands are equal, that means our allocation is correct. Okay, so this is the allocation of in this example according to supply and demand. Second, we check our condition is what? This is called the degeneracy. Degeneracy, that means what? If our allocation cell is equal to n plus n minus 1, that means this problem is non-degeneracy, and if n plus n minus 1 less than or greater than, then this is the degenerate problem. Okay, so this is the non-degenerate. That means what? Here n is equal to row. Row is equal to what? 3. n is column. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Column is what? 4. So 3 plus 4 minus 1 is equal to 6. Okay, that means in this question we have the 6 allocation. So first we check the 6 allocation. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That means our allocations are correct. That means this is the non-degeneracy. Okay, so next we find our Solution that means total cost. In the transportation, we always minimize the transportation cost. Obviously, okay. So our total cost is equal to what? 90 into 5 plus 30 into 2 plus 30 into 6 plus 40 into 3 plus 70 into 4 plus 20 into 40. Okay. So first you check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Total 6 allocation. Solve this step and we get 1015 value. Okay. And in our question, if our question is given in the rupees, 100, 1000, so you must write here the unit. So in this question, our question is given in the rupees. So in this question, the total transportation cost with the method of northwest corner rule or northwest corner method, our answer is 1015 rupees. Okay. So this is the method of the northwest corner method, and always remember the 2 points. First point is our question is always in the balanced form. Balanced form, that means if solve a question, first you check the supply and demands are equal. And second point is always after the allocation, you check here n plus n minus 1. That means total in this question 6 allocations are here. So you check here 6 allocations are here. In case our question is given in the unbalanced form, that means what? Unbalanced, that means our supply and demands are not equal. So first we convert into the balanced format with the help of dummy row and dummy column. For example, if in case here the sum is for example 33. For example here in the place of adding we write here 17. 17. Got it? So plus is what? 33. That means our demand is 33 and the supply is for 33 and the demand is 34. That means one number is missing. Got it? So here we add the dummy row. Dummy row, that means what? We write here 0 0 0 0 and the supply is 1. Got it? So here supply is 34 and the demand is 34. So this is the method of northwest corner rule or northwest corner method. Our next method is least cost method, and after that Vogel's approximation method. All these three methods are the feasible solution. So after finding the feasible solution, we find the optimal solution. Optimum solution. So optimum solution, if we find, then we use the modified distribution method, that means MODI method. Okay, thanks for watching this video.